Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Kristine Zedek and welcome to my FB live chat. Okay, I'm going to simultaneously see if I can start a watch party. Okay, let me see if I can do this. This is always something I have to figure out. So if I'm able to do this, nothing like it. If I can't, then I'll just share it. It's as simple as that. So somebody will have to tell me how this is done at some point. Okay. So I hope is anybody here as yet? Okay, I can see one person. So yay, welcome. So welcome to my live chat, which I've been doing. Hello Rohit, which I've been doing continuously for the past few weeks on Monday nights. I come in here at 9 p.m. and I'm able to just start up a conversation about things that matter to me or that I feel like discussing. And so I just talk about a particular theme. So today I'm here to talk about the precious mindset. Okay, so that's what I'm here to talk about. So yes, I'm just going to dive right in because I know that there is a limited time. Not everybody has the time to spend on Facebook. Probably you need to eat dinner, or you already had dinner and you want to do other things. So a big hello to, before I begin, a big hello. Yes, hi Rohit, hi Ashok, how are you? It's good to see you. Hello Arun, thank you for joining in. If somebody can guide me as to how I can make my Facebook live into a watch party, that will be fantastic, because this is a challenge. This is a challenge I've been facing all the time, and for some reason I'm not able to figure it out. Okay, so maybe somebody can tell me this another time, but anyway, it's all good. Hi Neville, how are you? I hope all is well. I hope everybody is doing great. Okay, yes, thank you so much. All right, so my thing is I'm not able to do this watch party. Oh gosh. Okay, here it is. Let me see if I can do this. If I can, I'll be so happy. Okay, sorry people, just bear with me as I figure this out. Yay. Come on, I can do this. Hi Deepak, welcome, how are you? I'm still trying to figure the watch party bit out. Okay, and I'm not able to figure it out. Okay, so anyway, this I will leave it for some other time. I'll just share this on my link. So hi everybody, and a warm welcome. It is really warm out here. So the humidity has risen, so much has been happening. And the reason I chose this topic about the precious mindset is mainly because of, everybody knows, the whole nation knows what happened yesterday. I think we all were heartbroken to a large extent. We all got shocked. It was really difficult for us to fathom what happened, and I found it difficult to even digest the news, and I said, no, this can't be possible. I'm talking about Sushant Singh Rajput, who is a Bollywood star, brilliant, intelligent, smart, young, handsome, talented. He had it all, or that's what we thought, that he had it all, right? So so this is what has happened, and yesterday I think a lot of us were really shaken up. Some were disturbed, some were angry, some were upset. There was a mix of emotions that everybody was going through, and understandable. It's understandable that a lot of people couldn't fathom that our idea of somebody who is, in our eyes, so-called successful or so-called sorted, took these measures. And of course everybody's been talking to each other, and we've all had debates on it. And at the end of the day, when I look at the whole scenario, I look at it as I look at it on a very neutral point of view, because whatever we might think and say and assume, okay, about the situation, at the end of the day, we will never know, because we were not in that person's shoes and we did not go through what that person went through. Why does this always happen to me? I can't believe it. This is life, full of fun and adventure and crazy, unexpected things. This is what you call uncertain things, and how you deal with it. Oh God. This has happened to me for the 5th time, and no matter how much I try to secure this on my stand, it keeps popping at me. Anyway, I'm sorry, people. This is the story of my life. So back to what I was talking about. No matter what, right? This is our assumption. We are assuming this about this particular person, but we will never know what that person went through, because at the end of the day, that person went through whatever that person went through, right? And when I say that person, I'm not talking about only Sushant. I'm talking about anyone who has taken this step. A lot of us, like a lot of people, don't agree to this, but we will never understand what happens. I have personally lost a friend to suicide. It took me the longest time to fathom what happened, why she did that. She was a happy soul. I just couldn't digest the fact. But with time, I started looking at things differently. I started asking questions. I said, it's wrong for me to assume and jump to conclusions and say, if only she could have, if only this and if only that, and why didn't she? There's no point asking these questions, because people are going through such, whatever they're going through, only they know what they're going through. And nobody's going to understand that, because we've not been through that probably that darkness that they have been through. So whatever the whole thing is, it's heartbreaking. No doubt it's heartbreaking to think of the family that has been at loss, to think of, what he must have gone through to go to that extent. I can't imagine. And there are a lot of stuff going on out there. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into the heaviness of it, but I just want to talk about few things that that I feel that probably are things that lead people to such things. Okay, so I feel that sometimes if we are hurting on the inside, if we are broken on the inside, if we need healing for whatever reason, it could be from childhood, it could be for anything. If we are hurting, we are hurting. Sometimes we feel that these outer things can compensate, and help us. So maybe we feel that if I get money, I will be happy, or when I get something, I will be better. When I get the success, when I get the fame, I will be happier. But at the end of the day, if you are hurting on the inside, you're hurting on the inside. If you are not healed, you need to heal, because only you can do the fixing on the inside. No amount of external gratification can justify what your soul is searching for. Okay, so it's important to know who you are. Who are you? Like today I had a post that asked, who are you? What are we all about? Do we even know? I don't even think we think we know who we are, but we don't. There are a lot of aspects. So every time we come across a situation, we suddenly realize that, oh, I have seen that sometimes I'm 90% a happy soul. There are times I have lost my control. I have gotten angry, and I said, I didn't realize I had that rage in me, but it was a situation that got me to really vent out. And I said, whoa. And I realized it's wrong for me to assume that everything is always the way we think it is, because there are things that trigger us that actually make us react in certain ways which even we don't have control. So it's wrong for us to look at somebody else and say, hey, why did they do that? It's just, let's not get there. Okay, it's really unfair. Now, when I just use the word trigger. Now, what is it about what people tell us, that triggers us? Sometimes we lose that control, because when somebody is, how do I put this? If somebody says something to us and we get affected, there's a reason why we get affected. If we are so confident, and if we have self-esteem, and if we know what we are, there is no way on earth what you're going to tell me is going to affect me. No freaking way is that going to happen. But if I do get affected, it means that there is something that is still affecting me, that has got me, that is what's triggered me. That's why I'm getting affected. Because if you said, Kristine, you look like a donkey, and I know, hey, I don't look like a donkey, I would, I'll be like, whatever, keep barking, people. But if you said, Kristine, you laugh like a donkey, I know there's a truth to that, and I will be, either I'll take it in a fun way or I'll get insulted and it'll trigger me and I'll say, he said that to me, because I know there's a truth to it. So my question is, it's not about what other people are saying, it's about what are you feeling? What is it about you that is getting triggered? What is affecting you that is that is creating that friction? And if you don't look within, you'll never know. You'll never be able to know what it is that's, so it's so important to spend time with yourself. It's so important to take the time to just introspect and see, what is it that is hurting me? What is it that's affecting me? Why is this hurting me? Why is this affecting me, right? And what is it that's triggering me? Because if we don't fix that, we're asking for trouble. Life is all about perspective, okay? The world can be against us. The world can say shit about us. The world can just ignore us or treat us really bad. This is life, whether we like it or not. This is how things are. But it's our perspective to it. Do I choose to look at the bright side of life, or do I choose to, get sucked into it? And a lot of us, I've noticed, is we tend to go down in the spiraling path. A lot of us start to focus on what's not working out in our life. We start to focus on what is hurting us, what is affecting us, what is, what's going on wrong out there. We don't realize, we don't start to say, stop. Let me stop and think, what is working for me? What have I achieved? What has helped me? What has made me, come this far? Or what are my blessings? What are the little things that have made a difference in my life? Why are we always focusing on what's not working out? And if you go down that path, it is so heavy, it's just one thing that leads to another. Whereas if you start with the gratitude and if you go into a positive note, that thing will lead to another, but at least it's on a positive stream. So that is so important. Your perspective to life, and your perspective to life is all up to you. You can actually change it. So I tell people, look at it like a coin. A coin has two sides. You can either look at this side, and whatever the side is, like especially if it's negative, just flip it. Flip the coin, and when you look on the other side, they say, okay. So for example, you say, I don't have work today. Look at the flip side of it and say, okay, I have free time to upskill myself so I can get another job. So that's what you're going to look at and say, whoa, flip the coin, turn your life around. It's just a matter of a mindset. It's just a matter of, what you perceive and how you perceive life. Everything will work and will happen for you. It's just your mindset. Don't let yourself drown in the negativities. It's just so sad that when that happens. Okay, a lot of us overthink a lot. We think about the future. We are either stuck in the past or we're thinking about the future. When we think about the future, we're overthinking about the future, which is over-analyzing. It's good to plan, it's good to organize, it's good to be sorted, but it drives you insane. And especially if it's negative, that, oh, this is going to go wrong, that is going to go wrong. We're already assuming that things are not going to go our way. We're already assuming that this is going to be like bad news for us. So let's live in the present. Okay, now I came across a post today. In fact, a lot of people shared it today, and it was about something about intelligence, different kinds of intelligence, which I thought was really fascinating. Now they, in this message, and I'm sure a lot of you must have got this message today because it's like doing the rounds, they talked about the IQ, EQ, SQ and AQ. Okay, so what is the IQ? The IQ is the intelligence quotient, which we all know what the IQ is. You have, when you're intelligent and you know how to sort things and all of that. That is one. Number two, the emotional quotient. The emotional quotient is the balance you have in your life, how you deal with things and all of that. The third one is SQ, the social quotient. It's who do you have in your life around you that, who's your support system, who's your network, and all that matters. Okay, every quotient matters. So who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with positive people? Are you surrounding yourself with people with a growth mindset? Or are you surrounding yourself with people who are only being critical about life and complaining? It matters. So even that has a huge impact on us. The fourth IQ they mentioned was AQ, which is adversity quotient. Over here it says it's the ability to go through a rough patch without losing your mind. Now guess what? Okay, it's mentioned here, adversity quotient, and going through a rough patch without losing your mind. But how much can we do that? Does our education system teach us how to deal with the reality of life? No, it teaches us subjects, but never life, right? So this is something we learn along the way, and we have to fall and pick ourselves up, and that's how we learn. Now, what they did not add to these 4 Qs, okay, from the IQ, EQ, SQ, AQ, what they did not add was the LQ. What is the LQ? The LQ is the love quotient, okay? Without the love, sensitivity, and compassion, what are we? We're nothing. We can have all of the above, but if you don't have compassion, if you don't have the human connect, we're nothing. So I just feel the most important quotient of all these quotients put together is the LQ, because without that, without the human connect, we are just like empty, we're void. So that is something I wanted to really, really talk about and mention. And what's really sad is even children, children have been committing suicide, right? Why? Because of the pressures of failing in an exam. It hurts. When you think about that, it really hurts that children are resorting to, the pressures. So what is it about our society that is driving us up the wall? Because we're not accepted, we're being judged, we are being pointed fingers at, we are put in a box, and the expectation is so high that we feel if we don't fit in a certain category of certain things, we're losers. This is our assumption. And the minute we are not able to fit in, God help us. Okay, so we are thinking that, and then that's what makes children go and commit suicide. Children, I can't imagine kids having that kind of pressure. So it is so sad. And of course the fear of uncertainty, not knowing what's, especially during this lockdown, we don't know about tomorrow, right? But that fear can get to us and it can just eat us up alive. And I think that is something that we have to so take care. So I'm going to give a few tips, okay? That was basically more or less, some of the things that drive us to insanity to another extent. Now, a few tips that I'd like to share is, first and foremost, breathe, okay? It's so important to breathe, because breath is that one thing that can actually change your state. I could be really fuming and angry, or I could be really crying, or I could be low. But the minute I take control of my breath, because the breath is what, when you're angry, you realize you go, right? When you're sad, you're like, so your breath is so important. So take control of your breath. If you're able to take control of your breath, you'll be able to take a lot more control of yourself. That's why a lot of people talk about meditation. I'm not going to get into that, but it is important. Spending time with yourself is important. Meditating is important. Spending alone time is important. But your breath is the main thing. Your breath controls the entire alignment of your mind, body, soul. And if you're able to just breathe and practice this on a regular basis, it's really going to help you. The other thing is, please hang in there. People, we all are going through our challenges. We all are having tough times. Hang in there. We've seen the worst. We've come this far. We've come across challenges. We've been able to survive and come this far. Our life is precious. Our loved ones are precious. We are precious to other people. Other people are precious to us. Just hang in there. The storm is here. It's going to pass. And it's so important that you do that. It's so important to be honest with ourselves. a lot of us live in an illusion. We think that with the way we've been programmed, the way we've been brought up, and the way we've been programmed is, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, this is how it's meant to be, we go this, we do this, we da-da-da-da, and we are in a program mode without even realizing, okay, go to school, after school go to college, after college, find somebody, get married, after you get married, have children, so this is like a programming that we're doing. The minute you go out of that, people are going to be judging you, and they're like, what's going on? So you need to be honest with yourself. Whatever you're doing in your life, are you doing it because society expects you to do it, or are you doing it because you're happy doing it? Because the happiness quotient is the most important quotient of it all. If you're not happy, if you're doing things because it's the way it's meant to be done, somewhere it's going to backfire and it's going to eat you up alive. So the whole idea is, sit and figure out what is it that you want, what is it that you love, what is it that you really want to do, and based on that is what how you take your next step and the next step and the next step. Having that peace is what matters the most. Finding that happiness is what matters the most, and the rest shall follow. Okay, so let's not stick to what society wants us to do, because it's a lot of pressure. And the minute we fall into that pressure of we have to do this because they expect us to do this, we're going to really fall flat on our faces, and we're going to look like, okay, whatever, we're going to look really weird if we fall flat on our faces. All right, so it's important to seek professional help. I was talking to my friends yesterday. We were having a chat and we were having this discussion about mental health, and it's so true. They were sharing their ideas, and they were saying that even going to a psychologist is like taboo. Why? In the US, it's a very common thing. People talk about going to a psychiatrist all the time, but in India, they look down on you the minute you say, I need to go to a psychiatrist. And like another friend of mine was saying, he's saying they still call them shrinks, which is a fact. The terminology shrink itself is like a looking down on that profession. And the minute you tell somebody I'm going to a psychologist, they say, what's wrong with you? Are you not stable in your head? And that's what people think, and they make you feel sick about it, and they make you feel really bad about it. So the whole thing is, it's okay. Being sad is okay, being mad is okay, being all of that is okay. It's important to allow yourself to feel what you want to feel, and it's important to say I'm not okay when you're not okay. It's important to say I need help. Why is it such a taboo? I can't answer why is it such a taboo, but we need to change that dialogue in our society. And there's a friend of mine, her name is Rachna. She's a psychologist, and I would love to connect all of you to her, but please reach out to her. She is very passionate about her work in this field, and she's literally doing a lot of things to help people going through a depressive state right now. But please reach out to her, and if you want, I will share her link. I'll check with her what her details are. Get professional help. And like she said, she also shared this, and she said, if you can't afford going to a professional, then go to, there are a lot of free services online. If you Google it, you'll find a lot of free services. Don't be afraid to tell people what you're going through, because not everybody can assume that or understand or look at you and think, or ask you, are you okay? We don't know. A lot of people don't know. And like they say, half the people who are depressed don't even know that they're depressed. So we can do only this much for people. But it's important to educate people and change the way our society is thinking, and say it's okay to say I'm not okay. It's okay to go out and say I need help, and it's okay to reach out and take the help before it's too late. Please, people, talk to everybody possible, and if you want, I will guide you with the people I know who can help other people who need it. Okay. The digital world has eaten up our human connect, so we're losing the human connect. And even though the digital world is getting us in some way closer, people are not picking up the phone and talking to each other, and not listening to, or not even hearing a voice. They're not able to meet, so I think we need to start working towards the human connect. We need to bring that back in our lives. Yes, I'm not saying don't look at digital thing. Use digitalization, use technology to connect with each other. Pick up the phone, talk to each other, hear each other's voice, crack a joke, laugh, cry on the phone, meet each other. We need the human connect, and more than the human connect, we need compassion and sensitivity. Without that, we are just zombies. Without the human connect and sensitivity and love, and we need to understand each other. And I know there are a lot of us, and when I say us, I am part of this problem. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I am part of this problem. We all end up judging each other in some form or the other, because we think we are right and others aren't, just because they don't match our thought process. And the minute we don't encourage somebody, or we don't understand their dreams or whatever, we are hurting somebody without even realizing it. Everybody is made differently. It's just a matter of just being there for people irrespective. And I really feel that is so important. Gratitude is another thing that I can't imagine not having gratitude, and I would strongly recommend this to people. It may seem like maybe it's not too logical thing for a lot of people, but gratitude is the only that it's almost like a magical pill that doesn't take much. All you have to do is, before going to bed, think of the 10 things that you're grateful for, from the bed you're sleeping in, from the food you ate, from the water you had, to the bed sheet that you have, to the family that you have, whatever it is. Thank you. Say thank you for that. Wake up in the morning and say thank you that I woke up to a new day. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my breath. The whole day, just even if something bad happens, look up and say, there's a lesson in this for me. Thank you for the lesson. I don't know what the lesson is yet, but when it's going to come, I'm going to learn what the lesson is. So please, this is we all are feeling so strongly about what happened yesterday. And more than anything else, I'm not going to get into the details of what, why, how. I'm going to just talk about, let's educate each other. And let's start doing little acts of kindness. I think that will go a long way. An act of kindness, even to a stranger, open the door for somebody, offer them help, tell them, can I do something for you? Do something for somebody. You could change that stranger's life, and you just never know. That stranger could just say, oh my God, a friend of mine messaged me today, and he said he saw a poor family outside, and he said, do you need help? And they said, we don't have work, we don't have money. And we have a child, we can't afford that child's education. And he says, what can I do, So that person said, we just want food. So that person went to the supermarket, got food for them, and gave them food enough for 2 days. We don't have to do the biggest things. We can do small things to make a world of a difference to people in little acts of kindness. Start by being kind to yourself. I always say this, whatever we do, start with yourself. You want to be compassionate with yourself. You want to forgive with yourself. You want to be kind to yourself. You want to love, first love yourself. So start with you, and only when you're able to do what you can do for you, only then can that flow into so much more, and that will flow to other people. So my beautiful souls out there, my beautiful people, my friends, my family, whoever's here, let's do this for ourselves, and let's do this for the people around us. We never know who's going through what. We will never know. And some people say, I wish I knew, I wish this, I wish that. There's no I wish. Okay, because we will never know. The only thing we can do is do our bit by being kind, sensitive, understanding, listen. We all talk. Let's listen and hear and know what people are saying. The people are giving us signs and messages even as they speak, but are we listening? Are we able to listen and know what are they trying to tell us? If you have to cry, women I know cry easily. I cry a lot, but if you have to cry. Men, it doesn't matter. Just cry your lungs out. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to get it all out of your system. So anyway, that's more or less what I wanted to share with all of you. I could go on, but I'll be rambling. But I just want to say this was something that was so important I wanted to share, and yesterday shook us all up, shook the whole nation. A lot of us are finding it hard to grasp, but it's important to have these dialogues. I've just touched like the tip of the iceberg with this. I'm not an expert in this field, but out there are experts you can talk to. I'm just somebody who lives life in a very different, I look at life very differently. I live it very differently. I break rules. I break rules because I don't believe in following something that doesn't align with me. Just because it's a rule, that doesn't mean I follow it. I follow what my heart tells me to follow. That's my GPS, and it works for me. Even if I fall, even if I make a mistake, I own up to it because it's my mistake, not because a mistake somebody made me do. So I have a very different viewing of the way I look at life. I'm always in a constant joyful state because of the fact that I like to look at the brighter side of things, and it's gotten me this far. It works for me. And like we were talking yesterday with our friends, we said it's not, one thing doesn't work for everybody. Each one has a different condition. We all have different degrees of either our mindset or whatever it is. We all have different degrees of sensitivities. We all need different kinds of help. Some people just want to be heard. Some people need help with a psychologist. Some people need medication. Some people just need love. Some people just need to know that they appreciated and acknowledged. Do that. Let's start doing that with our family members and our friends. Just telling them you mean a lot to me. Thank you. That's enough. They are going to melt and cry there and then. Let's start with the simple things. The big things will come later. And another point I wanted to mention was, I don't know why we keep saying mental illness. I think we should change that terminology and talk about mental health. Okay, a lot of people say mental illness. Whatever it is, let's change our terminology and say mental health, mental fitness, because we want people to know that they need to be healthy. Let's focus on the even here, let's focus on something in a positive light, so that people don't start feeling scared about going to a psychiatrist or a psychologist or asking for help openly. Let's not make people feel that it's a bad thing. We're human beings. We're complex as it is. We've come from so much programming from our family, our friends, society. We have been literally molded into something whether we like it or not. And now we are discovering who we are. Now we're discovering what we like. Now we're discovering, I had a passion. I need to go back to it. Now we're discovering so many things about ourselves. So let's not go into anything negative. It's just not worth it. All right. I just want to tell all of you that I have a upcoming, it's a webinar. I'm going to be having a webinar workshop on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be putting details on my social media very soon. It's a one-day workshop on, the happiness quotient. I'm calling it, I don't know whether, of course, some of you would have heard the butterfly effect. So I'm calling it the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect in short form is just saying, just be, B-E. Butterfly effect, just be. So that's the name of my workshop. It's on Wednesday. Please spread the word. I'm going to be sharing details about it by tomorrow. And it's going to be on Wednesday, 7 o'clock, where we're going to talk about the happiness quotient, about the mindset, about today I was discussing normal general stuff, but we're going to be talking about tools, literally tools that can help you change the perception of the way you look at life. And I've been doing coaching. I've been personally doing a lot of coaching, and I can see what that has done to this client of mine, and it gives me so much of joy, because when I saw his transformation over the past 1 month, I actually had tears in my eyes, because he actually transformed, with every day I was giving him homework, every day I was giving him tools, every day I was like, do this, and he was doing it, and I was like, oh my God, his life has changed. So I really want to help and serve people. I have something called mission communication. It's my mission to help as many people as possible to just be happy, live a happier life, to live a holistic, happier life. Even if I can make this much of a difference, I would love to do that. All right, so do stay tuned. I'll keep you all posted about my workshop. And now I can talk to all of you. I don't even know who's here. but I'm excited, and I can say hi to everybody. So it's time. And if you have any questions, if you want to add to the conversation, if you don't agree to what I said, please tell me. If you think I should have a different opinion, let me know. I'm very open to different people's opinions, because I can't always be right. Right. Okay, no left, only right. So I would love to know what you all think, and please have a conversation with me. It would be awesome to just engage in this dialogue. Okay, so Deepak, hello again. Hi Rakesh. Okay, so Rohit, you were trying to help me FB into new browser, then you can start to it's too late, never mind. Okay, Ahana, thank you for being here. Hi Siddesh, how are you? Hello Sunil. Yes, I'm still Nain Katari for a lot of you. Sagar, hi. Hi, oh my gosh, how are you? Lovely to see you. Avneet, my darling, hi. So Mohammed Rafiq is here, hi. You're Superman, Ashok, great. Oh, Angie, my sister, hi. Poonam, hi. How are you? Thank you for agreeing, Ahana. Anirban, oh, you all are after my Nain Katari. Thank you, it feels good though. Yes, thank you, Deepak. Love quotient is something I'm so strong about. Like, I'm so, yes, it's something I think. All in every post you see me putting hashtags. I'm only talking about spread love, spark joy, compassion, love, happiness. That's all my hashtags are all about. Charles, my friend Vaishali from Goa. Hi, you're here. So nice to see you. Okay, so Ashok. Oh, my mother is watching me. How? My mom is not even on Facebook. Hi, mommy. I'm so happy you're here. I didn't know this is a surprise. Wow, I'm so happy. This is the first time my mom's watching me live. Ah! I'm so happy. Yes, Deepak, the happiness coach in the HQ. Thank you. I'm going to add that to my list. The list HQ. Happiness quotient. Oh, thank you, Deepak. Thank you for that. I will add that to my list when I talk about it the next time. Hi Deepak. Oh wow, good to see you here. Deepak Sonawale. Wow, it's so good to see you. Beena Chechi, that's my cousin's wife. So hi Beena Chechi, she's from Bangalore. Hi Praveen. Couple, hello. Wow. So Charles, I hope you've eaten food. Good. Do video calls. Yes, so Avneet did this today. Avneet just randomly, without asking if we are free, Avneet just picked up the phone and did a video call with 3 of us girls, and it was like such a surprise, and it made a world of a difference, you know, just connecting with each other even through a video call, seeing friends, and we'd seen each other after months. So to do that was so sweet. Yesterday, by the way, after what happened, I don't know how many people called me, messaged me, video called me, checked up on me, and I was like, oh my god, thank you for all the, so all of you out there, thank you for all the love, thank you for all the care, thank you for your concern. It's just it's really heartwarming to know that you all really care, and yeah, it's not an easy time, but I told people this, you know, they asked me, are you okay, please don't do anything, don't overthink, Kristine. I said, first of all, I got railings and bars in my windows. First of all, I have that. Secondly, I said, I want to live till 90 and I'm going to be dancing. I see myself doing that. I see myself helping the world. I see myself helping so many people. I love myself too much. To be honest, I love myself too much. And my life is too precious. And I love my family and I love my friends. And we all are too precious. Life is too precious for me to even, you know, so please, I think everything begins with you. If you love yourself enough, the rest shall follow. Priya. Hi, Priya. Priya's from Dubai. Hi. So this is such a pleasant surprise. Digital connect is not a substitute for human connect. Thank you, Deepak. You're such a sweetheart. You're really, really sweet. We should do our Facebook Live soon. Yes, Avneet, see each other and talk. We do need human connectivity, Priya. Absolutely. Gratitude as an attitude is a beautiful way to be happy. Deepak, you are a true follower of, following the happiness quotient mindset. So thank you for all your contributions here. You're one guy who is spreading so much of joy. So thank you. Chaitanya, hey, good to see you. Little acts of kindness. Yes, love yourself. Yes, Nikhil, hi. I just messaged Nikhil and I said, Nikhil, I'm going to talk to you after my Facebook Live. I didn't think you'd land up here. I'm so happy to see you. Sam, Samantha from Dubai. Hi, sweetheart. Nice to see you here. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Deepak. You're a beautiful soul. And thank you. Stay blessed and keep inspiring. Thank you so much. Don't make me cry now. I'm so sensitive. I'll cry for anything. That's me. And I don't care. I just cry at the drop of a hat. But that's me. I watch cartoons and I cry. That's how sensitive I am. My family knows. I even watch some black and white movies. Till today, they purposely remind me of this black and white movie when somebody was a langada and somebody was this and somebody was that. I see that and I'm like, oh, this is me. But it's okay. I cry if I have to cry. It's okay to be vulnerable. People, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to show that we're weak. We can't always be strong. And it's okay to be, have our weak moments. We're humans. We have to. And then we pick ourselves up again. So what matters is our attitude from here on. We are allowed to feel what we are allowed to feel, even if you want to feel it for a week. Then it's your attitude, what you plan to do after that, because we can't wallow in our sorrows for the rest of our lives, right? No. Sam, I love you too. Charles, don't make me cry. Okay, don't make me cry. I will kill you. I will come to Goa and I will kill you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You mean the world to me too. Love you. Yeah, you're going to make me cry. Okay, so Rajni Kant Pandey, you miss me. You don't know me and you miss me. Kya baat hai? I like it. Thank you for missing me. So Rajni, I said your name. Happy? Okay, now you can miss me some more until next week 9 o'clock. Thank you, Angie, my sister, my darling. Thank you. Many best wishes for my webinar. So everybody, please do spread the word. I will share posters. So do spread the word around. That webinar is going to happen on Wednesday at 7 o'clock called Just Be, which is the butterfly effect. And what is the butterfly effect? It's like a rippling effect. What you do here, like your acts of kindness, of compassion, when you do it, it'll be a rippling effect to people. If you start with yourself, when you help someone and somebody, I was watching this video when this guy said, you know what, I helped this person with a suitcase. Somebody saw me helping that person and that person said, hey, that's great what you did. And because he saw him helping that person, he decided to do that with another person and he helped another person. And it just passes. It's not even like you're telling anybody to do it. People, you are a living example by the way you live. If you live in a certain way, everything is being watched. You don't know who's watching you and when. And people are going to notice you and they're going to follow you. We all are leaders. We don't have to be on a stage in front of a speaker, in front of a mic. And we don't have to be out there to be a leader. We all are leaders because we are being watched and people are noticing what we're doing. And if we do some things with love and compassion, people are going to follow suit without you telling them, hey, do this, do that. Watch it. It's magical. It's beautiful. So butterfly effect, rippling effect, let's change the world one thing at a time, one act of kindness at a time, one little bit of this and that at a time, and it's just going to happen. I believe in magic. I believe in God. I believe in faith and hope and dreams, and I just believe that there is such goodness out there. Let's focus on the goodness. Okay, so this guy is after my life to say his name. I've said it once. Okay, so thank you, darling Avneet. Arey, how sweet. Okay, you're welcome, Rajni. Happy? Oh my goodness, your magic, my magic. I like that, Angie. Charles, are you trying to say you making me cry was a mistake? Oh God. Ahana kisses. I like this birdie. It's so cute. There's a cute little pink birdie. It's so cute. We love you too. I love you, my beautiful family and my friends. I truly do. No, don't do so. No, don't do so. What, Ahana? Oh, cry. Okay, I won't cry. But I'm capable of crying like this, by the way. But I will not cry right now. In my first webinar, by the way, I shared a very personal story. It was my first live webinar where I was talking to people and there were strangers there. And I was sharing my personal story, and I started crying and I had to get a hold of myself, and I was like, oh, I'm okay now. But I'm not afraid to cry. Okay, that is such a, crying is so healing. It just helps you release a lot of pent up emotions, and it helps you feel better. So please, cry if you have to cry. If not crying, write, use a journal to write out your emotions. In Jab We Met, when he says, take a picture and tear it and throw it down or burn it or throw it down the flash. I don't remember what he did. That was hilarious, but it works. It really works. Crying is a sign of being strong. Yes, Charles, it is. Dosti, don't do this. Sorry. Okay, so Angie, don't do this. Don't remind me of that movie. Hi, Shweta, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining me here. I love you too, sweetheart. To make you smile, I became a bird. Forget smile, you're making me laugh now. Hi Munawar, how are you? So everybody, this was my, oh my God, every time I think I'm going to be here for only 10 minutes, not 20, at least 20 minutes to half an hour. It's 9:45, it's 45 minutes. Okay, would anybody like to participate in this conversation? Would you like to contribute in any way or add your 2 bits to what I had to say? Because whoever's watching here, it'll help them. Yes, it was, when I cried, it was about my dad. That's what my sister was reminding me, that in my first webinar, I was talking about my dad and I started crying. So anything, like, I'm really sensitive. So yeah, but yeah, that's me. All right, so if anybody would like to contribute, that would be fantastic. I know Charles, we had a fantastic conversation yesterday, even where Charlie was really, passionate about this topic, and she brought some great insights. So did Rachna, my friend who's a psychologist, and she's an amazing psychologist. So did my friend Jonu, and so did Sehul, and so did, Tanvi. So we all had a very healthy discussion about this situation. And honestly, the more you have healthy discussions, it helps you open up your mind about so many things that maybe I never looked at something in that way. But if you're open-minded enough, you can actually say, hey, I never looked at it that way, but that's an interesting perception of looking at things. Not perception, a perspective of looking at things. And I think it makes a world of a difference. So let's be open. Let's be open-minded towards other people's opinions. Because we all have different opinions, because we all are different people. It's so simple. So let's respect each other's opinions and say, okay, you think that way, that's great. I think this way, that's how I think. We don't have to force each other our thoughts. And let's be neutral without being so, extreme. And I think we learn so much more. We have so much more respect. And we learn so much more with each other, because we're like, hey, that's an interesting way of looking at it. I may not agree, but that's interesting. So I think having these healthy dialogues are so important, and I'm so grateful for my friends for that. And it was so beautiful yesterday. In fact, I've been having amazing conversations even with my family, and we laugh so much. When we get on a Zoom call, my family and we are always sharing and talking about such crazy things, and my family is as crazy as I am. I don't know who's crazier, but we have so much of fun, and I'm so grateful. So technology, use it to connect with each other more. Don't make it something that distances us, because it's so easy to just say, oh, it's your birthday, happy birthday, send. How about personalizing the message and saying, hey, it's your birthday, happy birthday, I hope you're okay, how's your daughter, how's your son? Make it personalized. If I can't talk to the person, I send them a voice message, or I call them up. It's so important to hear each other's voice, see each other, do a small gesture to make a difference in somebody's life. It could be anything. Let's do it. So people, this is my challenge, acts of kindness. I want everybody to do small acts of kindness and come to me on my page, on this comment or whatever. Tell me, Kristine, in fact, if that friend did that to me, he said, you have started talking about the acts of kindness. I became aware of it. I decided to do this act of kindness, and I want you to know that I did this. And I'm like, wow. So I really feel, let's make this an initiative. Let's all do acts of kindness and let's share it with each other. Tell me about it, tell your friends about it, and let's spread this. Let's make this like almost like a campaign, or there's another word for it. Let's do acts of kindness and make a difference. We're not doing it for any other ulterior motive. Not because we're doing it because of this. We're just doing it because it's a beautiful thing to do. Let's get the human connect back into the picture. Yeah. Oh, my mother's complimenting me on my hair. Thank you, mother dear. I love you. Thank you for complimenting me on my hair. It's a lot of hard work, but thank you. After all, kiski beti hu main, mother dear. Okay, that's me being a little naughty. Hi Tony, you always come 1 hour late. Okay. Yes, viral, you could say, you can make it viral, yeah. But let's do this, okay? So this is my thing to all of you. Let's do acts of kindness, whether it is even calling up somebody and checking up on them, whether it is sending them a message, whether it is asking somebody how are you, whether it is opening the door for somebody, whether it is helping somebody with their luggage, whether it is saying, do you need a mask, can I help you with this? Let's all propagate this act of kindness. And you know what? Okay, I have this proposition for all of you. Let's do this movement. Thank you, Deepak. Movement, that's the word. Let's start a movement on acts of kindness. And what I want all of you to do is, okay, message me. Start messaging me about your acts of kindness. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to do a video call with you as per, I will check with your convenience so that you make sure your hair is all okay and you're dressed up. I will do a video call with you and I will cover your story. So do an act of kindness and I in turn will cover your story, put it on Facebook, I will put it on Instagram, I will put it on YouTube, and I will share your acts of kindness so that somebody else who's watching this act of kindness will say, hey, that was simple, I would like to do something too. So I'm going to make sure I put you all out there, and I want to create this movement in I don't care what it is. I don't care whether it's this small or this big. It doesn't have to be in one particular format. Just do anything. And like my sister, Angie, for example, she has the biggest heart on this planet. She goes and picks up all these rescues. They are just animals who are stranded. The owners have just deserted them. And she has got like 4 or 5 cats, 2 birds. One bird has no feathers. Apple has no feathers and was a sick bird. One bird didn't have a foot and they were just going to be discarded, but she brought them home and she has healed them with her love. That's huge. Okay, so we can do anything for anybody. You know what I started doing? Even insects. I stopped killing insects because I feel bad. So I pick them up, whether it's a spider, whether it's a small fly, something, I pick them up and I take them outside. I said, go, जी ले अपनी जिंदगी, जा, जी ले अपनी जिंदगी. So I don't want to kill them anymore. I said, you know what? If I can help even an insect, let it be happy, bichara. So I just take a paper, pick it up and I let it go out and I say, go, do whatever you want, go build your webs, go do whatever, have fun with it. So that's what I do. So we can do acts of kindness for anything and everything, for anyone and everyone. So let's start this movement. So how many of you are excited about this idea? Because I've been having it in my mind, but I just don't know how to put it out there. But as I'm talking to you, I'm so charged up. So how many of you actually feel that this is a great idea and would like to participate in this, because the more acts of kindness you do, it'll spread so much joy, and I will cover y'all. I will do a video with you so that I can give Ellen a complex. I'm just joking, because she's all about kindness, right? So I would love to cover all of you. So I would like to have some participation in this. So how many of you would like to be a part of this movement of spreading acts of kindness? Yay, Deepak! You rock star! You're the best. Thank you, Deepak, for being so awesome. Mouse. See, yeah. Okay, I have to share this story with you all, okay? Sorry, it's going longer than expected. So my sister had come, Angie, she had come to Bombay many years ago. I was staying in the small, tiny apartment, and when we were doing a lot of cleaning, there was a box in the loft. We took out the box, and guess what we found in that box? Baby rats. About 8 to 10 baby rats. Okay, why were they in that place in the first place? Because there was a lot of construction work going on, and they had broken a part of my wall in that house. That wall was exposed to the road, so there was everything coming in the house from that wall. So when we saw that, we all were like, so many baby, but we didn't have the heart to kill it. So Angie and I took that whole box, and we didn't have the heart to kill it. It's a very freaky story. We just took that box and we said, okay, if you have to live, you live. If you have to die, you die. But it's not in our hands to kill you. So we just left it in one corner and said, what has to happen will happen. So that's something that happened with us. Anyway, people, I think I'm going to end the session now. Thank you so much for being a part of this conversation on the precious mindset. Because baby rats. It's very funny. Anyway, so thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time, your precious time to spend it with me here on Facebook. It truly means a lot to me. I do take a lot of effort to be here, and I've been doing it consistently for the past few weeks, and I feel it's an important platform to discuss matters of relevance and something that's important. And if you want me to talk about something, please message me and tell me, Chris, let's discuss this, and I would love to. If I don't know about it, I'll research about it. And if you just want to be here, it'll be great to have just that contribution from y'all. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but it's great that if you can just have even your ideas, it will be great to just know that. All right. So Angie, my sister, she said, let's keep it. And I said, no way. I was not agree. See, she's got such a big heart. She wanted to keep the rats and make it pets. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not ready to get bitten. Who keeps rats as pets? So funny. All right, anyway. So thank you so much. I love you all. Mwah. Like I always say, smile, sparkle, shine. Let your light shine. Love and light always. Sending you all lots of love, lots of hugs, lots of light. Take care of your precious mind. It is so precious. Your mind is precious. Your heart is precious. You are precious. My precious. Like Lord of the Rings. Precious. Okay, so we all are precious. Okay, so let's do this together. We're in this together. Let's do this new movement that I plan to start. I've already started it in my own way, but I would love for all of you to come on board. It's called the Acts of Kindness. Whoever does an act of kindness, you message me on my messenger and let me know or whatever, and I will personally do a video call with you and let the world know that your act of kindness has made a difference to somebody or something or an animal in this world. God bless all of you, and please do come for my webinar on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It's called Just Be, the Butterfly Effect, and I would love to give you some tools that will help you see life in a different perspective. Mwah! Okay, everybody, love you all. Thank you. You all made my day by just landing up here. I appreciate it. You made me so happy. Okay, so love the sharings and kickstarting the movement of acts of kindness. Thank you, Deepak. God bless you and your beautiful soul. Thank you, Ahana, and thank you, Angie. Please say thanks. Mom, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for coming and watching me live. You're so sweet. You're a darling. Okay, everybody, stay happy, stay blessed, and I'll see you next week, Monday, 9 o'clock. Mwah. How many kisses will I give you all? My goodness. Okay. Thank you. I can't stop kissing all of you because I'm so happy. Hugs. Okay, bye everybody. Good night. Have a wonderful Monday night and a wonderful rest of the week ahead. Okay? Keep me posted on your acts of kindness. Okay, bye. Bye.